Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. It is reported from Abu Abdullah alayhi salam that he has said that the Quran is alive and it does not die. It flows just as the sun and moon flow, and it flows just as night and day flow, and it flows upon our last just as it has flown upon our first. What the Imam is alluding to is that this Quran is a live being. And so it is just as relevant today as it was at the time that it was revealed. It is a blueprint for every situation, for all of time, eternal, for all people, that everyone can access it and to take the message from the principles that are within the symbols and the story of the Quran. The several different stories that are given of the prophets, the several different symbols that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala provides for us, from al-shajara al-mal'una to al-naba al-azim. In all the ways Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala describes these different stories, we are given a way in which to follow this Quran, as the Quran says, إِنَّمَا يُنْذِرُ مَنِ اتَّبَعَ الذِّكْرِ. It warns the one who follows it, who follows the message. So the Quran takes us by the hand, this live being takes us by the hand towards our ultimate destination, which is to reach Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in our greatest form. Now, the language of the Quran and the stories within the Quran might be misunderstood by some. Someone might think that, what does Abu Lahab mean to me? And what does it mean to me if his wife carries wood? Abu Lahab might be a story that you see at your workplace, in your relationships. You might be someone who is reenacting the story of Abu Lahab. All these stories throughout history repeat themselves. These principles repeat themselves. And this blueprint provides for us a way in which this human being, this insan, is cultivated to become the most perfect insan, the perfect, glorious human being that God intended. And that is why the language of the Quran is that language which is known in Arabic. It's called mattata. It is all-encompassing. It is not zujajiyya, which is black and white, which is good versus evil, which tells you the result from the get-go. Rather, the message of the Quran allows for all types of people to express themselves through it. Within the denominations of Islam, a Shi'i can express himself through the Quran, and a Sunni can express his Sunnism through the Quran, because this encompassing Quran comes forth with oneness and tawheed. Even more than this, the Quran transcends even religious boundaries, and it brings humanity together as one, because these spiritual principles within the Quran remain there for all of time, for all people to be able to extract them from it. And so, as the Quran says, O mankind, your creation and your resurrection is but the creation and resurrection of a single soul. Walhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Wa sallallahu ala Sayyidina Muhammad wa alihi at-tayyibin at-tahirin.